Now we're going to talk about organelles that store things, that help clean up the cell by either eating invaders or digesting old organelles, and those organelles that help support the cell. So vacuoles. Vacuoles are little um, sac-like organelles that store stuff. So it could be that they store a lipid, they store a protein, they store a carbohydrate. We take advantage of vacuoles all the time because plants have some specialized vacuoles that store oils, and we harvest those plants and get the oils from them, like olive oil and corn oil. And so vacuoles are simply little membrane um, capsules that surround things we need, like water or oils or proteins, stuff that the cells need and want to store for later use. Sometimes I feel like it goes too far. Okay, so we have the lysosome, and lyse, if we're breaking up our word into prefixes and suffixes, means to break. So the lysosome are the little digesters of the cell. And so they might pick up debris, they might pick up an old organelle and digest it. And so they are the little cleaner uppers. They are the digesters. Remember that lyse means to break. And again, I will show this to you in the Go Format. And this one also. And so here we're going to look at the difference between animal and plant cells in terms of the vacuole. The pictures on the left are actual microscope pictures versus the pictures on the right. When I was going through life science and biology, all we had were the pictures. You are so sorry, so lucky in that you have these microscopes that actually let you see what you're talking about. And so plant cells have this large central vacuole that animal cells do not have. And it is going to correspond again to the things that plants do differently in terms of homeostasis, the reason why they have this cell wall and not just the cell membrane. And so plant cells have this large central vacuole. And you can see that here in the differences between this animal cell and this plant cell. The plant cell has this huge central vacuole, and here the animal cells have these smaller vacuoles. Moving on to the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton is kind of the scaffolding within the cells and helps give it support. If there wasn't any cytoskeleton within the cell, it would just be a blobby mush, and the vacuoles wouldn't be able to move around. The chromosomes wouldn't be able to move to where they needed to be. And so it gives the cell its shape and allows for things to happen in an orderly way inside the cell. If you've ever been traveling in a big city and keep talking to here. And you look up and you see buildings that are being made, and all you can see is the steel frame, and there's nothing else there. That's kind of like what the cytoskeleton is. It's that foundation pieces that we're going to add things to that kind of give the shape to the cell. So here is an artist rendition of the cytoskeleton, meaning those yellow filaments. And then I will show you this. With these animations, if you are interested in both art and science, there is a huge need right now and computers for renditions of models of things that we can now see with microscopes. And so the people that created these visualizations that we've been watching have spent a long time on them. And some of them, they're part of their dissertation work. And so a lot of hours were put into making just this short little clip for us to visualize what's happening under the magnification that we can't see with our naked eye. And again, I'll load this up here after this video. Microtubules are kind of like the little steel beams that you see when you're looking at that building that hasn't been built yet. It helps give structure and support. I'm going to stop.